Hello and welcome to episode 6. Here we are introducing another metaphor called the ship of Theseus. The ship of Theseus is an ancient thought experiment by Greek philosophers. Imagine a wooden ship belonging to the ancient Greek hero Theseus. Over his many voyages, sailors carry out needed repairs to the ship, replacing rotted wooden planks with new ones made of the same wood, replacing lost or damaged oars, the masts, the sails, and so on until the entire ship does not contain a single one of the original components. The question, is it the same ship? This paradox challenges our notions of identity. Most people would say it is the same ship. Certainly, to the Greek citizens on shore, watching the ship come back each time from its voyages, not knowing of the repairs, it is the same ship. The philosopher Thomas Hobbes added a twist to this thought experiment. What if a nostalgic Greek citizen, without telling anyone else, secretly collected all the old parts and secretly reconstructed the ship? One day, he suddenly unveils this reconstructed ship to the other citizens. Which is the real ship of Theseus now? The one that Theseus is using for his voyages, the repaired one? Or the one that this citizen has made out of the old parts? Something like this happened to me recently. I've had my current car for over 13 years. I've adventured with it on many drives and have become attached to it. I recently changed the entire front and back suspensions, the entire clutch assembly, all its tires, and a whole lot of other things. To my nephew, who found this expensive overhaul inexplicable, I said that I didn't want to replace it with a new car. But I've actually replaced one fourth of it. The ship of Theseus applies to many other objects and entities to which we ascribe a unique, unchanging identity. We imagine the school we studied at 20, 30, or 40 years ago is the same school. Even in a human being, almost all the cells are replaced every 7 to 10 years. Our sense perceptions do not register gradual change. In what sense are you really the same person you were 10 years ago, 20 years ago? As we discussed in our Flame episode, the very first one, we actually do say of ourselves, I'm no longer the same person. We mean that we have discarded some habits or patterns or have acquired new habits or patterns. Our sense of a continuous, unchanging essence is an illusion. It is a useful illusion for many purposes. It has become deeply embedded because humans have built complex civilizations and societies and culture where this idea of an unchanging, fixed identity that persists despite all changes is necessary in order to function. This has some consequences that cause great suffering. The most well known is the condition known as Alzheimer's or dementia. Due to the malfunctioning brain, the behaviors of the person are so different now, we struggle to reconcile it with the original. The reality is, there never was an original. You may, at this point, feel a deep anger or revulsion at this airy dismissal of someone who we have known and loved and consider a person. How can you just say that there never was one? Neuroscientists know of even more bizarre phenomena caused by brain disorders that challenge the very notion of a self. We will discuss some of these phenomena in a separate episode. So for now, just hold that thought. Put it aside, that thought of revulsion or anger that you feel about me saying that there never was an original person. Reflecting deeply on the ship of Theseus thought experiment, we can see that the notion of a persisting original is a construction by the mind. This applies even to the notion of our original self. It is constructed, fabricated. The late Daniel Dennett, philosopher of cognitive science at Tufts University, called it the narrative center of gravity. We will go into these ideas, which will help us understand the constructed nature of the self, in a separate episode. For now, let's summarize. Point number one: the ship of Theseus thought experiment shows us that we have an intuitive sense of a persisting identity, even though the object is no longer materially the same. Point number two: we ascribe this identity to entities other than physical objects. Point number three: we reconnected to the flame metaphor, and we begin to see that our mind constructs this intuition of an enduring, unchanging essence despite the facts to the contrary. As you wind down your day, think of all that has happened today and connect it to what we discussed in Anicca. There, I'd asked you to reflect on changes that happened through the day, the impermanence in a given day. But now begin to think of all that has changed over a lifetime for you. What can we really call the original person that you were when you were born? What were you 10 years later, 20 years later? Continue in these 10-year chunks until you reach whatever age you are today. What is it that you can really say is fixed and unchanging over this entire time? Can you really put your finger on it? What that is? I'll see you in the next episode.